Hello, welcome to another exciting tutorial where I will be teaching you how to add realistic skin textures to your images. Okay, so for example, looking at the image we are working on, you can see that obviously while the picture was being taken, the focus of the camera was on the hand. Okay, whether intentionally or by mistake, I do not know because this is not my work. Okay, I downloaded the picture online. All right, so you can see that the focus is on the hand and the face is out of focus. The body of the model is out of focus and it has completely lost all textures. Okay, so during frequency separation, what we do is that we enhance the original texture of the image. But in the case or in the situation where the original image does not even have any original texture from the beginning, for example, looking at this image, there's no texture on the face, there's no texture on the body, on the chest area of the model. So how can you add textures to this part of the body and make it look very realistic? So the first thing you want to do is duplicate this layer, okay, by pressing Ctrl J. Duplicate it and rename the new layer skin tone, okay. And then the next thing is to open your texture layer. Okay, but before that, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, comment, like, and share. Turn on the notification button because I will still be uploading more exciting tutorials that will help you grow in photography. Okay, thank you so much for doing that. I appreciate you. I'm grateful. Okay, so the next thing is to open our texture layer. And to open our texture layer, we will be using some textures that I have created, okay, and which are these ones I have under patterns, okay, skin texture pattern. The link to download these textures are in my description, okay. Check the description of this video, you will find the link there, and you can also use it for your project. It is free, okay, it is free. All right, so I'm going to be selecting this one, okay. You can just choose anyone that works with your image, but I will be working with this, okay. Now I have it selected, I have it opened here. So the next thing is change the blending mode of this to linear light. Change it to linear light. And the next thing you want to do is to add more grains, add more texture to this pattern that we have opened. The texture we have opened now is not enough, okay. It's just good that we can start with it. Now we need to enhance it by going to camera raw filter, under filter. You can convert to smart object. This gives you the ability to correct any mistake you make from now onward. Okay, once you have your camera raw opened, go to effect, and under effect you will see the grain tool. Okay, so add a lot of grains to your skin. Okay, you can increase the size a bit, but add roughness, add a lot of grains to it, and press OK. Okay, now it's looking very rough, and this is what we want. The next thing you want to do, so still on the pattern, on the texture layer, this pattern layer, now go to filter. Under filter, go to other, and under other, click high pass. So from here, it start looking real, it start looking good. Press OK. So with high pass, we can see that the texture is beginning to look good. It's beginning to look nice, okay, but we are not done. The next thing you want to do is to liquify these patterns, okay. So go to filter and select liquify. Once you have it opened, click this tool here, which is the forward warp tool, and then just leave the settings like this, and then start brushing over the skin randomly. There's no rule, there's no principle to doing this right. Just brush randomly over the skin texture. Your focus is on the area where you have the skin texture, okay. And after this, press OK. Okay, now it's looking better. Go to Gaussian blur, under filter, add a little bit of Gaussian blur to your image to make the texture look more realistic. Just a little bit of this. Okay, I think I'm good with this. Just a little bit. And then after this, the last thing you want to do on this is to add emboss, which will make the texture very sharp. Okay, so now you can reduce this amount. It's usually in 2. It usually works better when the height is 2, but the amount you can reduce it, you can increase it depending on the kind of image you are working with. Okay, so this is good for my image. Okay, so now we have gotten back the textures. Now let's go back to the skin tone layer which we opened at the beginning of this tutorial. So go to your mixer brush. Make sure this is the setting you are using for your mixer brush, and then start brushing on the skin tone layer to make the skin very, very smooth. Okay, and after brushing over the skin tone layer, go back to your pattern layer, mask it, invert the mask by pressing Ctrl-I, okay, to hide the texture we have created. Now go to your color, select white, go to your normal brush tool, okay, and then make sure you select white in color after you have inverted the mask. Now start brushing over the areas where you want to see the skin tone we have generated, okay. So as you can see, my brush is not at 100% opacity or 100% flow, because I don't want the skin tone to be very, very sharp. I want it to look very realistic. That's why my brush is not at 100%, okay. So start brushing on the areas where you want to see the skin tone we have created. So be careful to avoid the eyes, the fingernails, the lips, and the hair. Like I said, just the area where we want to see the texture we have created. Okay, and with this we are done. Okay, so now we have the texture applied to the skin alone. If you can reduce the opacity if you feel like it is too much, or you can just simply add a little bit of Gaussian blur to it, whatever works for your image, okay. But this is how to add realistic texture to the body of your model, okay. So this is the before. Now look at the after. Look at how much of good texture we have been able to apply on the model, okay. Look at the face, look at the before, now look at the after. You can see the good work we have done. This is how to add realistic texture to your image in Photoshop. Thank you so much. Once again, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and like this video. Thank you so much. I'm grateful.